During the first battle, an unknown energy split Sentai Mountain in two. But soon, the humans built bridges, thanks to which they could continue live on both sides. But the joy was short. A moment later, the robot captured the first half, and the bridges became the main area of a long war. Humans needed a powerful weapon that would destroy every unit of Infinity Robot Army. Humanity can rest easy. No robot has a chance against the Grand Titan. Welcome back to my channel. This is the 5th episode of my Exo Force series. I built another remaster of a great set. The Grand Titan was the main highlight of 2006 catalog cover. This mech represented the series, which has come iconic for many of us. After the last Fire Vulture, I'm back on the left side of Sentai Mountain. This time I built something for humans. The main pilot, Takeshi, the unofficial team leader, is ready. In a moment you will see some interesting facts about this great series. And of course, all the details about my new mech. So time to power up, and let's get started. This is the 5th mech, and the last one from the human side for now. I only have the Thunder Fury left, which I'm already working on. Both of these mechs are heavy ground combat units. I had a small Exo Force collection in the past, but I didn't own either of these two. Fortunately, today I have my own version of the Grand Titan, and I really like it. It so happens that Takeshi piloted two mechs. His basic unit was, of course, the Grand Titan. During one battle, the mech was badly damaged. For a while, Takeshi couldn't assist in the war, and that's where the Supernova came in. I had this set in 2006. It was a limited edition and hard to find. Current price is very high. Look, I already have some parts, so I built this mech as well. Importantly, stickers are available. If you want to know where I buy them, check the description of this video. It was the Grand Titan that destroyed the most powerful robot machine, striking Venom. The last battle, however, didn't end quite well. The Sentai Fortress also was destroyed. And here begins Phase 2. Our Exo Force team sets out to find the Golden City. It was 2007 and a new set, which I didn't have. What I didn't like at first was the removal of the series icons, light bricks and fiber cables. It didn't make sense. I felt the mechs had been greatly simplified. They were a bit strange, lacking a good concept or design. Yes, there were a few interesting designs, of course. My top 3: Iron Condor, Shadow Crawler, and of course number 1, Ario Boozer. The design of my Grand Titan is a bit different than the previous mechs. After all, it's a heavy ground unit, so I wanted it to look that way. I also added a light brick. I wanted to keep all the features, just like in the official set. What's more, I managed to get the original instruction in a very good condition. I'm glad because it's a nice addition, another dose of nostalgia. Okay, now it's time to build my mech. Let's start with the feet. This time it's a completely different design than in the previous mechs. In this type of unit, the feet needed to be wider, so that it can stand firmly on the ground. There are a few stickers here that fit perfectly. I also added the detail at the front. Because of the design, red elements stick out from the bottom, so it's not as well finished as in the flying machines. I'm using a large ball joint here again. One piece per leg is enough. Now the legs. First, the lower part. There is a large wedge on the front and back, and there are also stickers. Below I added a black layer. It fits the foot perfectly. Now it's time for some changes. There is no classic hinge like in the previous mechs. I wanted the leg to be more substantial, so I added a hinge made of Technic connectors and Technic pins. This is a strong enough solution to keep the mech stable. The leg is also larger above. I added these panels, which I really like. There's also a small sticker, nice addition. Now it's time for the main body. There are also a lot of changes here. My version is larger than the official set. it's also wider than my previous mechs. I wanted to keep the rare shape and details. I think I succeed. I changed the 2x4 slope to curved slope at the front, mainly because the regular slope is hard to find. It hasn't been included in any sets for many years. Then I tested several versions of the lights, and I added these. They are very cool. As you can see, there's also a completely different ring screen for Takashi. I even added a sticker that fits perfectly. The hardest part was how to attach the shoulder parts. I wanted to add some ones, but also at the back. I mounted them on brackets, so that it would be a strong connection. And I really like the result. Now I'll discuss the arms. This one is based on what I built previously, because if something is good, why change it? I added a panel on the front. It fits perfectly with the joint below. There's even a small sticker. On the sides there are tiles, which I usually don't like to use in my MOCs, but they fit perfectly with Exo Force. The joint is the same as before, made by Technic connectors and Technic pins. It looks good and works well. Finally, the most interesting part is left, what the Grand Titan holds in hands. This mech really has something to fight with. I'll start with the right hand. It has powerful scissors that will easily destroy many robot units. I made a very similar version to the one from the official set. I slightly improved what was already good. The main blade appeared in several Bionicle sets. It only appeared in red in the Great Titan. What I like about Exo Force is that it uses unusual parts from Bionicle and other interesting series in a very cool way. The second arm is something completely different. It's a powerful cannon. It was this one that seriously damaged the striking venom in the final battle. I changed a lot more here. I wanted to mount the feedback cable differently, and I think I did it in a very interesting way. I enlarged the whole thing to make the cannon look more powerful. I think it looks great. My fifth mech is ready, the Grand Titan. And how do you like it? Let me know in the comments. I only have the Thunder Fuel left to build. Half of it is already built. So the next video will be coming soon. This will be the end of this series for this year. I'll definitely be back to the mechs in next year, for the 20th anniversary. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!